Shades to the team at the Barclays, the Old Heads Podcast. Yo, with books scoring 100, just y'all being wanted. The Old Heads Podcast. Yo,
Heads up.
Yeah, buddy.
Back in the basement. Back in the basement, man. Episode 91, man. Of course, you see we got our special guest back, man. Much love as always. Of course, you don't know I'm your co-host, Omar, a.k.a. O'Milly, a.k.a. that dude, a.k.a. Mr. Rello. If you know, you know. Welcome to Old Heads, the basement. Great show today for y'all. Of course, we got the free agency frenzy. Man, we're all Bear fans. If you haven't heard breaking news, Justin Fields has been traded to the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Doomsday!
I wouldn't say all that. But we're going to get into that. That's crazy. I don't think any of us saw that coming, especially not today. As well, we're going to be talking about 5 QBs whose careers were ruined by NFL teams. And as well, we're going to be talking about, of course, with Justin being gone, a lot of people think the Bears will be taking Caleb Williams. Will it be a bust? Won't it be a bust? We'll be discussing all that and more. But Old Heads, episode 91. I'm going to let these brothers introduce themselves and, man, and hop right into it.
Yo, it's Dre.
The voice B.I., man. Go ahead, get with it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh man, Hendo, aka French Loaf, aka Mr. Honey Pack himself.
Mr. Honey Pack. Of course, we got to talk about how we start every episode, Hendo's Hot Takes. What's the hot takes today, Hendo?
Man, this Jake Paul and this Mike Tyson fight, man.
Oh.
If y'all don't see that this is just gonna be a big money grab, this fight will probably be a draw. I got a lot of people sitting here and acting like Mike Tyson ain't 60 years old. Now, I don't take nothing away from nobody. I'm sure he still packs a punch. This man's 60 years old.
57, get it correct. Put some respect
The
on
same
my
that, I mean, you can get real specific,
still
but
young, old.
yeah, I guess.
Old, young.
Well, the guy he fighting is only 24, 25. So when you got a 40-year difference between somebody, that's a big loop. I'm not going to say Mike is going to go, but I'm pretty sure we all watched that Roy Jones and Mike Tyson fight. And we probably thought the same thing then. All right? So I'm just going to put this in perspective. I know Roy Jones was a champ at one time. He knows how to fight and how to dodge. But at that time, I wasn't too impressed with that fight neither. I was just equally as disappointed. It just looked trashy. But like I said, this is
like how it should have looked.
I guess.
Guys,
He said 2 old guys.
Yeah, no disrespect.
Yeah.
But these are still 2 old professional boxers. Put it like this. If you know a gorilla's behind this door, old or young, would you still walk behind it? I ain't walking into no room and having problems with Tyson.
If I got a new pistol, I will.
I'm just saying, I ain't walking in no room having problems with Tyson and letting him connect me with one on purpose without headgear. I want to see the contract. Let me see if if they playing with no headgear.
You say that, but you're also sitting here and ain't you obviously clearly haven't seen Tyson's last 5 fights. So no.
This is
honestly put that in perspective. His last 5 fights weren't too good to look at. He lost to a white guy. he had a draw with Roy Jones. He had some overseas dude. He didn't have a good showing over there. I think he lost by decision. His last couple of fights haven't looked good. So I'm saying, everybody sitting here and act like I'm not gonna act like he's gonna get knocked out, but at the same time, don't act like this is just gonna be just Mike Tyson dominating this dude this whole time. I'm not gonna act like Jake Paul is a premier fighter or nothing, but he is somewhat of a boxer. He's not a premier fighter, but he can fight.
But he been training.
Mike Tyson old ass out. I'm gonna keep it real.
Everybody
Mike
get
old
lucky.
as hell. I heard Michael C. walking on the cane somewhere last year this time. Man, okay. You might get his 2 last knocked out. He old.
I just think this is a more even fight than we're giving it to. I'm just not weighing in saying Tyson's going to handle this. I think this is more even of a fight than we've seen, because when Tyson gets around competition he can't handle, we've seen that happen too.
It's straight like that. And that's motherfucking Hendo's hot take, man. Will Mike Tyson get knocked out? Will he knock out Jake Paul? Who knows? Hey, We'll be tuning in. You know, of course, we'll get y'all, opinion on it. But, that's Hendo Hot Take. Moving right along, free agency frenzy. I need you brothers to name 2 deals that you like and 2 deals that you didn't like really quickly in free agency so far. Hendo, you want to kick it off?
A deal that I liked that I thought is going to change the team a little bit, but not the outcome of their season, was the Baltimore Ravens getting Derrick Henry.
Okay.
That's top notch.
Okay.
Right there.
To me, that was the biggest move they could have made.
Was it another one out there that you liked?
The second one that I thought was of high value, I guess being the Bears getting Keenan Allen. To me, that was huge. That was huge. That was probably an A- trade right there. However you want to go. But I'm still wondering why some of these teams are letting some of these guys go for these low picks. I'm not arguing, but it happens.
I think it was more of a cash thing.
Yeah, but these are big names though. These are big names. Some of these guys, like, I guess. 2 that I really didn't like, on the contrary of how people feel about it. Aaron Jones going to, or actually getting cut by Green Bay and going to Minnesota. I thought that was kind of, that's weird to me. That's just a little weird. I'm not going to say tasteless because I know that man got to get his money and it's probably close to home, so it worked out to him. But to me, it just kind of, it's always odd when I see that. I felt the same way when Peppers went to Green Bay. I feel the same way when Saquon went over to the Eagles. I feel the same way. It's just really odd to me. And I think the second move would be that Saquon going to the Eagles true because that was just a spiteful move. That's Aaron Rodgers going to the Vikings move. That's just spiteful. That's a spiteful move. You understand what I'm saying? Like, y'all not gonna pay me for what I've done for y'all, even though y'all might feel it's missed. But then you go straight to the opposition. I know they was paying, so I can't knock a man for getting his bag because that's what it's all about. But man,
you went to a contender.
No, but you went to the direct opposition. That's a very huge rivalry. That's a very huge rivalry.
Do the Chiefs need me?
I don't put that. Me personally, I don't put that on Saquon because if you think about it, last year he asked for a contract.
He did.
And when you look at the Giants, since he's for one, it's New York. You've never heard anything bad about Saquon. He's been the quintessential face of that franchise.
No, I just think to go to the opposition that close, that's what it is.
No,
everybody else
disrespect to him.
Right.
He gets the disrespect to him.
And
I guess
I don't
pay Daniel Jones.
I personally don't think it's a disrespect. I think it was simply just they're going to pay me the money that I feel like I deserve, and it's a better situation. He's never played behind a really good fucking offensive line. Actually played behind probably one of the top 5
a declining line because they lost their center and they're losing. That's a huge piece.
But even still,
you do because center gone. With Kelsey gone, you gonna need something.
Yeah. Right, but but now he's never played with a even good wide receiver. So now you got Smith on one side, you got AJ right here, you got Headz that can also run the ball. With him behind a good line, that's something that you can look at. I don't think it's necessarily spite. If anything, be mad at the fucking Giants because y'all paid Daniel Jones, and I'm the face of the franchise.
I felt the same. I felt the same way about the other teams. Going to the direct rival,
but I understand
going from the Cowboys to the Chiefs.
I understand where you're coming from, just a loyalty standpoint. Even if they are willing to give me a few bucks, I'm not gonna go to them. They're the ops. I totally respect that.
I feel about whatever the team is when they do the Zach Lee going from Tampa Bay to the Saints. I'm gonna feel the same way.
No, I get that.
But this shit is personal. That's the beauty about this sports shit. When Ray Allen go from the Celtics with him and Ray Allen, him and Rondo in the back, putting the gloves on behind closed doors, fighting like that behind closed doors. Then he go to the Heat and win again. Nigga, fuck you. That's what this game is about. If you out here playing with your homeboys, pick up basketball and shit, and you come out here your first 5, y'all win some games, and y'all the squad or whatever, but y'all get kicked off the court. And then one of them get next or whatever, but they can only pick up 3 other niggas and they leave you out. The next time you get on the court with your folk, and if them niggas on the court, them was your homeboys, but you want to beat them, right?
You bust
that's part of, you know what I'm saying, being competitive, part of the fun. Okay, we don't want to fuck me up. Okay, now I'm going to bust your ass 2 times a year. And that's why he on my list for actually that being a good trade. You know what I'm saying? Oh, good pickup. I got Kellen. You took Keenan Allen from me, so I'm gonna go Kellen Moore. You know what I'm saying? They picked up that OC via Dallas, and via Dallas is just a fucked up situation. Try to anoint the nigga too fast, but he actually had that offense doing a little something before he left. Then he went to the Chargers, and can't nobody escape that head coach. So he wasn't gonna win in spite of that nigga. So hopefully here in an organized, you know what I'm saying, environment, Kellen Moore can, you know what I'm saying, with Saquon, they're my 2 acquisitions.
Okay. Two of them that you didn't like?
Oh shit, the ones I didn't like, ones I didn't like, oh man, one I didn't like, Jimmy G to the Rams. That's a nothing at all ass move. I don't see how that's gonna do nothing about nothing. Only way that's gonna matter.
I said nothing about nothing.
I mean, what is he gonna do?
Sit on the bench with pride.
Because I actually got them as a playoff team next year, and I feel like Jimmy G ain't gonna contribute to none of that.
Okay,
on the real. And Hollywood Brown. You know what I'm saying? The KC. I feel like he can't catch. I feel like he fast than a motherfucker. I feel like he can't catch. What was their problem last year? They won in spite of niggas not catching the ball.
Good point.
You know what I'm saying? They didn't win because of niggas making all these catches. So
good point. Dre, two acquisitions that you liked, 2 that you didn't like.
So the 2 that I liked was Mike Evans and the Baker Mayfield.
you a Tampa Bay fan?
Nah, I just felt like it was a good setup, bro, because the line over there is decent. You got Mike Evans. He was Pro Bowl, right? So you got talent in a wide receiver. You got somebody who's committed. And then you see the journey that it took for Baker Mayfield to get to $115 million to find a spot that he's willing to call home for the next 3 years because he's able to sign the contract.
It's like a nice bowl of house soup on a cold day.
Bro,
that's a nice story. It feels
it sounds good, but you got to think about where he started. I came from the Browns. I came from the Browns to Tampa. I came from the Browns to Tampa. I made my way from the Panthers too. Don't forget that. I made my way from almost having a dead career to being able to say I can make $115 million. Like,
two deals that you didn't like.
I don't like the Derrick Henry move just because the threat over there is gonna be nasty. It's gonna be nasty.
They trying to be Kansas City.
No, I see it. I like it, but I don't like it because that combination, like just seeing that team and that 2-headed monster, like anytime in the backfield, and you know he got an arm, like bruh, it's like Cam Newton holding off those kids like this right now. It can happen either way. The quarterback can stiff arm you down, or your running back can stiff arm him down.
So the fact of the matter of that is,
just keep it pushing.
Is Baltimore had like a top 5 running game this year?
No, number one.
Number one running game.
Number one.
So top 5.
Number one.
Okay.
The best running team.
That's why I said we got
Hear me out. We were
number 2.
So they got the number 1 thing. They go into the last playoff game. Their quarterback, Lamar Jackson, throws for 42 times. They only ran the ball 4 or 6 times that whole game. The point of the matter being, it doesn't matter if you have Derrick Henry. If you abandon the fucking run game in the key moments of the game, it don't matter who the fuck you. You can have Barry Sanders, Walter Payton. If you're not running the ball, it don't fucking matter who you got back there. This nigga is just gonna be a big blocker for this nigga, and that's what you not seeing. All that run game is gonna be good. He gonna be a heavy sized blocker for when Lamar runs. That's what it's gonna be. Because they abandoned the run in key moments.
They ain't gonna do that. They ain't gonna forget about Derrick Henry.
They ain't gonna remember it either. Clearly they don't, because they abandoned that shit as soon as they was number 1. The number 1 strength you got goes away. Advantage.
But they know they messed up. They know they messed that up.
And we say that about the Niners every year when they in the play. Like, they know where they messed up. We say that every year, and we're going to keep saying it about Baltimore, even though they got Derrick Henry, is what I'm saying. It's not going to change their place and where they're going to be. They're going to be...
What was your second?
They're going to lose to the Chiefs again.
McCaffrey changed their spot.
Nigga, they was in the same spot they been going. Thank you.
The fact
that
that
shit, really.
Baltimore let go Geno.
It don't matter if you abandon.
the Super Bowl look good to ball like Ravens right now.
Man,
should winning the AFC Championship.
I love what Oakland did with getting Christian Wilkinson from the Dolphins. They paid him a lot of money, but the pairing with Max Crosby I felt was genius. In that division, they easily have the worst quarterback, so why not shore up that line and go after the quarterback? So I love that. Another move I love was the Texans getting Daniil Hunter from the Vikings to pair with Will Anderson Jr. They paid him a lot of money, but still a lot of those guys with the Texans are on rookie deals. They don't have to pay him for another 2 years. So literally, he's pretty much the only guy that we're paying big money to right now. The two moves I didn't like was Dallas not addressing the linebacker position. They did get Eric Kendricks, but you still had guys out there like Bobby Wagner, as well as they let Patrick Queen get away. And another guy who I think a lot of people, I think he just got signed as well, was Devin White from the Bucks, who's another very young, talented linebacker. So I felt like they could have got a few of those guys, because that's what really Dallas' problem this year. And I also didn't like Chicago picking up Kevin Byard from the Philly. I felt we could have got younger. We could have got Geno Stone. We could have got Geno Stone out of Baltimore, who was 6 years younger, and we also would have saved us $1 million. So I personally think we should ride the
I don't
Stone.
like that either. I don't like when y'all say niggas' names. I don't know.
Geno
Nah,
Stone.
he not. When you just need somebody back there to stay in front of somebody, that's what it is. That's what he's there.
No,
He not no breakout guy. He
And
not gonna win you a shit
that's
ton.
why we should have went after Stone. Geno Stone.
Stone had
He's
7
young.
interceptions.
Yeah, he's
I know.
a dog.
He's a
But
dog.
I think
Yeah,
they
dog.
wanted
He's a dog.
I think they wanted veteranship around young people.
They also I could also see that, because especially if you're gonna bring in a young quarterback,
Right.
I could definitely see, and then bring in a guy like Keenan Allen. So they definitely want, I think, a good mix of veterans and young guys. But man, before we came on, we want to ask where will Justin Fields end up? If you haven't heard, he went to the Steelers, man. Salute. Congratulations, Justin. I hope you have a wonderful career. Thank you for everything you did in Chicago. A true professional. I know some people think I don't like Justin Fields. I absolutely do, man.
He don't like that nigga.
He's a true professional. I have no issue with Justin Fields.
All problems.
I
99 of them.
I like him as a person.
The whole time, bro. The whole time.
First episode.
Man.
Me being,
I can't.
If you could have threw him a life rap, there was no chance in hell you was hitting.
bro.
He said go deep.
You know what I'm saying? Short.
He said go deep.
I like
You know what I'm saying?
Justin
Go short.
Fields. I wanted him to win. I even said, I just actually told one of y'all off camera, like, man,
I believe he wanted him to win for the sake of the team, but I don't think he liked them.
I don't
I
believe
like
right.
him.
Not from day
I
one.
How long we been fighting for him?
Before Caleb was an option, this nigga
Right.
said, dude won't be in the league in the
my
next
soul.
3 years.
And that we can go back to
Episode
episode
verbatim.
27.
Episode 2. Nigga, you said this from the
Man.
beginning.
I know I said it, but I can't. I'm sorry, I'll be right.
You were
He's
right
still a
about
quarterback.
what?
You're not right. He's still a quarterback after all these years.
He's in the league, man.
He's in the league, but hey, he's whatever.
Even
Now,
if he had to come
y'all
off the
making
bench,
it
I'll
come
let
out
him play the
again.
Bears
It's not
just
like
for a
that.
statement.
I saw it, bro. It don't take a lot. It don't take a lot to see it. And when you see it, you see it. And I saw flashes of it in Justin Fields. He can win outside the pocket.
Of him not being in the
Hey,
league.
Steelers.
You see flashes of him not being in the
All
league.
right, cool.
Hey, Steelers.
Can we?
Hey, cool.
Now listen. Can y'all at least admit we should have traded him after them 3 games, like I said, and we probably would have got a second round.
No.
Once he gets in rhythm, he wouldn't have been able to give
You
up the
fucking with
reins.
Mojo. You need
Right.
Carolina to lose to begin with. You fucking with Mojo.
Think about it. This. Hear me out. 15 seconds. Think about where we would be at if we did go down the rest of that season. We would have the number 1 pick, probably the number 3. That would be Caleb and Mark Anderson.
That's just giving up all.
And an extra
That's what I'm saying.
and an extra second round pick.
Responsible for on the team.
Your
You
15
just gonna
seconds is
say,
up, sir.
fuck
So-
all-
Me being Justin Fields and everybody taking up my numbers and bringing these into effect, you want me to decline my draft?
No,
Like my draft?
no trade. We should have. I felt like we should have traded after them 3 games. And everybody's like, oh man, Justin Fields has arrived. I was like, trade him because we've seen this before. Where he can get hot and he might play well, but you also have to look at the competition he was playing against. And he never won from the pocket. He's not a bad quarterback. He's super athletic. He's just not consistent. And because he is athletic, he gets hurt. And he can't win from the pocket. A lot of that shit is not his fault. Bro, a lot of that shit's not his fault.
He only hurt his thumbs. He only got hurt for 2 games,
before
right?
that 3 games.
Towards the end of the season.
I've been
He got
said
hurt
that.
for 2 games
I've
towards the end of the
been
season.
said that.
And then our backup came in and
But
proved
listen,
Hello?
himself.
Yeah, that nigga lying.
Is he really again? What are you lying about this time?
What I'm lying about. Because that was my whole point. Everybody was saying he's on this trajectory, and I'm like, no, trade this nigga now because we've seen him be on this
This
trajectory.
nigga finna go to the Steelers and be the best Steeler quarterback ever.
And he might, and I'm worried about
He's probably
that.
better than Ben
And I'm
Roethlisberger.
worried about that.
God
He could be. And I hope he does. I really do. I wish him the best.
Even
They
if he
finna
only
run the-
played 2
they finna
games
run
a
the
year.
system. We finna see when the system's actually set up.
Yes. And I agree. But Hendo, who wants to start? How do y'all feel about Justin Fields going to the Steelers? Who want to kick it off?
I feel like it's a good move. I love seeing a brother head coach with a brother QB, man. That should be some tandem we should speak about because I don't know if that's ever been done, to be honest with you.
Shit, 2 brothers.
The head coach and the
Yeah,
QB?
2 brothers, yeah.
Mhm.
Well, hey, it worked out. I'm glad to see it. So I hope he's...
Russ.
Yeah, Russ. 2
I
brothers.
thought it was
What?
Yeah, Russ. That's two brothers.
Like I said, I'm glad to see our brother over there, man. That's good to see our brother over there, man. So, I mean, he a lot of things. A brother I don't know about, bro. There's a lot of things out here.
Never
Bro.
mind.
But,
Although I'm gonna crack that
Damn.
same joke.
But like I said,
I'm
they're
glad they
actually
both
going to
good.
put together something for this guy. We're actually going to
weapons.
see how they're going to be properly using this guy, and that's why I said I can't really wait for the Steelers. I think the Steelers training camp is going to be. I want to fly out to go watch this shit. It's going to be a shootout because these guys are going to be playing for these spots. I don't think everybody just be thinking that this is going to be a given spot. I really think there's going to be a fair chance. I think this is going to be a 50-50 chance right now for him to go over there and be like, look, I'm taking this from you, old man, and I'm going to ball out right now and make these throws. And this is for him to be like, look, little dog, you need to sit back and watch how a real nigga do it one time. That's how it's going to look.
It don't make no sense
How
to
you
get
feel,
Russell
B.I.?
on the bench for you. The only year you got him. But
Yes, it does, because he's mentorship. If you have the right
I like
person in
that
your
too.
ear, if you have the right person
I
in your
like that
ear,
too.
Play
if you-
calling.
and this is why
they run
Play
similar
calling.
type
I
styles.
like it for Justin Fields, but I like it for that whole Steelers team. And not just how good they can do on the football field. I like the fact that Mike Tomlin like to be around grown men and raised men. You know what I'm saying? And help develop players on and off the field as human beings, man. Russ is going through a tough time right now off the field. Justin Fields may be going through a tough time off the field with all the trade talks and shit. To bring them dudes in-house for a guy like Mike Tomlin, I think that do a hell of a lot for just growth and maturity and structure for everybody. And you know what I'm saying? And get them all on the same page and some winning ways, man. Like, to me, it's deeper than football, man. I'm happy to see what they're doing over there in Pittsburgh. Make me a fan, and I don't even fuck with them niggas.
That's what's up. How you feel? Bro?
I'm shocked. I'm appalled. I'm a guy named Paul too, but
This
still,
nigga named Paul.
man, I'm all. But hey, nah, I salute it. It's gonna be one of the great things to see because, bruh, you going up against Russell Wilson for a spot.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
bruh,
Like,
if it
my
don't
man
make
said, like, if it's 50-50, like, whatever, them kids gonna be crazy.
right.
Imagine them competing every day, though, you know what I'm saying? If it's like that, and that's how the still away really is, so.
Right.
Shit.
Hard knocks. But I also would have rather seen him go to Dallas, though. If you ask me.
Dallas got too many pieces. They ain't looking for no quarterback right now. They're trying to get they trying to
They
get their
already.
defense together.
I'm sorry.
Dak for
No.
right
They can get on Zach ass.
They got
he
Trey
just
Lance.
been-
They're not finna move anywhere else.
So you like the Steelers
He
move?
broke into.
I accept it. I really would have took more on some other picks, really, from some other people, like the Raiders or something. But hey, I'm glad they got it figured out early, so we ain't all in this grade. And he can get to working with these teams and doing what he does.
What's up? You like it?
Yeah, I
I'm fucking with it, man. I'm fucking with
I
it.
fuck with it.
Yeah, man. Happy for him, man. I personally,
I might have a Steelers jersey.
Before this news had came out, I actually felt a good place for him would have been the Rams to back up Fields. Excuse me, for him to back up for Fields to back up Stafford. I felt Fields is super talented, but he has had health issues and throwing from the pocket. But I don't think you can find 5 better offensive head coaches than McVay, and I think there will be some playing behind Stafford. I felt like would have been dope because one thing that Matthew Stafford has done for his whole career is throw from the pocket. So I think him sitting behind him from McVay, then with having Cooper Kupp and Cooper playing in a dome, I think that would have been a great situation for Justin Fields.
Is a star.
Yeah, and he can move. The
only reason it's fucking Pittsburgh is because Russell is going to be there for a year.
Oh yeah. Right. But Stafford too. Stafford not going to stay much longer.
But
than
you say much
He
longer.
might.
I mean, you don't know how long with him though.
No,
Stafford might stay longer.
He's on the contract for longer.
But Stafford's been talking about retirement for the past 2 years.
That's very true. That's very true.
You know
He
what I'm
keeps showing up to fucking work. I don't
Right.
understand this guy.
And he just won a
I thought
ring.
his arm was broke a year and a half ago. I don't know how he played last year. I thought he wasn't going to make it to play last year. I thought his arm was broken. I promise to God I thought it was something wrong with his arm.
Hendo, I'm interested in knowing how you feel about this. Lonzo Ball has been cleared to play, let's say cleared, but basketball activities. What do you think he'll look like when he comes back?
Shit, probably not a whole fucking much. Man ain't played no damn ball in like 2-3 years. Shit. I mean, I remember the nigga when he got picked up, and that's it. I mean, I seen him play like one time. I feel like this motherfucker seriously. I don't think much gonna change. Shit. The only reason I say that is because you got to get acclimated back to game speed. Game speed is a real thing. If you've been away from game speed and you just been semi-practicing, shit, anybody that played in the game, that shit gonna be for real. And then you not all the way at 48%. You haven't been competitive in a year and a half, almost 2. Like competitive, I mean going against somebody putting your actual strength into it. It's gonna take a while. You're gonna be on time restriction because we don't want your ass to get hurt again. So you probably gonna be on 8 to 10 minutes. We ain't gonna see much of you. You're gonna start, come in the third, and that's gonna be it. I don't think we should just rush it. Give them a couple minutes off the bench, whatever. Let our rotation keep doing what they're doing. Because clearly we winning games with the rotation we got. I'm sure we can fit somebody else in there, but I'd be giving him 5 minutes a game and trying to make this playoff spot and see if we got to do this play in so we can get where we got to go.
You cannot bring him back this year. Not at this time of year.
That's what I'm saying. Not no big minutes. You 5 minutes at most.
Bro, not at this time of year.
That 5 minutes, he'll be a liability.
This is playoff.
I'm attacking the fuck out of him.
This is
you just let him run.
Parker,
no, because you let him run because if somebody get hurt, he has to come in. You can't go much deeper into the bench than what he got. He has to be, if he's suiting up and he's cleared to play and he has to be in there, he has to have some minutes. You just can't have him in competitive minutes is what I'm saying. He has to be picking up garbage time or like closing out for the second with 1:32. You go in there for the rest and end out the half type shit. But he has to get some game time. You can't expect to go into the playoffs and we have him suited on there and this man hasn't played at all. He hasn't played at all. That's not going to work for nobody. But he has to get some minutes, very limited minutes, very limited. Like I'm saying, like 8 to under 8 type shit minutes total. I don't want him. I want him running up and down that floor, running with those guys. But as soon as he get his first foul, he getting out. As soon as somebody foul him, like, hey, time out. Hey, come on, bro.
I would say I would probably agree with that if it was a lot earlier in the season. But I feel like now guys are in playoff mode. Like if you look at playoff games right now, like they're down in playoff games.
I agree.
I seen the Bulls play the Pacers the other night when DeRozan hit that motherfucker again.
I watched that game too, and that was a great game.
Wasn't it like a playoff game? The whole fourth quarter,
a lot of the games right now,
all set.
So I feel like to bring him back at right now, I agree with everything you're saying about game speed. I feel like you're asking him to get hurt.
But the only reason I'm saying that is I just watched Kobe White with a hamstring injury, and there's no telling how long he's going to be out. And we need somebody to at least be a facilitator. You don't have to come in and do all the dunking. You don't have to come in there, but we at least need a facilitator to come in and move that ball. And that's something Ball can do right now in the current state. I'm not asking him to do all the dunking shit. I'm not asking him to drive to the lane. We just need at times, we need you to come in and know that if something happens to Kobe White again right now, because he might have a 80% leg right now.
It sounds like our season, like we need this season ain't going
Oh
nowhere.
no, but shit, it
this
ain't going.
is all recreation.
It ain't gonna go nowhere.
Back, it's just for fun.
Shit, I listen. Any year could be a splash, and any year could be a splash into anything. Is what I say. There's opportunity for anything. I'm not acting like I'm not acting like we finna go beat the Celtics in the 7-game series.
We ain't gonna beat nobody.
Well, I don't know about
we'll
that.
Be one playoff. We'll be one play-in team.
I don't know if it's that.
We'll be one play-in team.
I don't know about that.
The most.
If
we get out the play-in and in the playoffs,
we gotta see.
To that first team we
let us guys see that Hornet team, and then let us guys see motherfucking somebody else.
What Hornet team? Them niggas ain't about to do nothing. Nigga, what?
All I can say
they may not even be in the play.
Lonzo Ball, how you feel about it?
Whoever cleared him this bogus as fuck.
It's doctor, nigga.
No, just for activities, not to play ball yet. Just you know what I'm saying. It's only 3 things.
Is he tradable?
It's running, cutting.
Is he tradable?
And something. It's only 3 things.
Who
Who the fuck would get this nigga at this point?
Then it's not.
He need to show out for us. It's not anybody else who want this nigga.
Right, but I still want
this.
In order for me to feel right about him, we need to see him in the playoff game. That's how I feel. He need to be ready for a playoff game.
I know.
He gotta get ready to get traded.
What I really
get healthy
want
enough
for
to get traded.
Is the nigga to be healthy. I just want that nigga to be healthy.
Get healthy enough to get traded.
We ain't traded Zach LaVine. We definitely ain't
get
traded
healthy.
Get healthy.
He's a better player than Zach
LaVine. Switching things back into football. I need y'all out there too, man. Don't be dusty, man. Like and subscribe. See Hendo on YouTube. Also, Old Heads Sports Entertainment on YouTube. That little button down there to subscribe. Hit subscribe, man. Like, share, do all that stuff, man. Don't be dusty. Y'all let us know. But you brothers, name 5 NFL QBs whose careers were ruined by the team that drafted them. At number 5, who you got, Hendo?
Dak Prescott.
Damn.
He said immediately. I thought he was good. Shit, I ain't go with it.
I just don't feel that anybody that they've got coaching wise has utilized Dak to his best potential. I still don't think we've seen the best version of Dak. I think Dak is really a better player. Oh yeah, we can get Mike McCarthy to throw the ball and stuff like that, but you see how far that can get you and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's cool. You can strike 5 touchdowns against the Giants on their weakest things, but when it comes around doing it on good teams, your ass struggle because that's not a winning formula. I just feel like Dak would have been a better place than the Cowboys. Cowboys they're a good team, but I just feel like he would have been better off going somewhere else.
Dre, number 5.
Man, he went straight for the heart.
I would have thought that.
My number 5 is gonna be my number 2 actually. Brady Quinn. Like Brady Quinn got drafted to the Cleveland Browns, and what he did for Notre Dame was tight. I like when he played for Notre Dame.
Okay. Brady Quinn. I was listening to Brady Quinn earlier. Actually, great. Yeah, who you got number 5? 5 NFL QBs whose careers were ruined by the team that drafted them.
He was never going to be anything. RG3. I'm going on RG3.
Yeah.
Hey man, watch this fuck them up. That boy playing on one leg.
He was never gonna be anything. It was Kirk Cousins' team in the first place.
Oh, that is a lie.
RG3 was
he was a exactly.
And guess who was on the same team? In the same
who
draft.
Was first?
In the same draft. It don't matter.
And
who's still playing?
At number 5 for me, of quarterbacks whose careers are ruined by a team that drafted them. For me, I guess it's not necessarily a team, but Warren Moon, and I'll just say the NFL and Melody. For a lot of people don't know, Warren Moon won, I think 3-4 Grey Cups in the Canadian League because he was a black quarterback. And he still ended up being a Hall of Famer, but I think his name isn't mentioned with the greats like Peyton Manning or Dan Marino. And I think if he would have been, if the NFL wouldn't have been prejudiced, and it allowed him to do his thing straight out of college, straight out of Washington, I think he would have been named with some of those other guys. So if you think about it, no one can really name any wide receivers he had. So number 5 for me, Warren Moon. Number 4, Hendo, who you got?
Deshaun Watson.
Ooh, okay. I like that.
I think overall the Texans squandered off a good prospect, and I feel like although he did have good times and stuff over there, I just feel like overall they squandered his overall career with him.
Okay.
Every corner.
And it struggled. He's kind of struggled
Matt
since then.
Schaub was actually okay. Them quarterbacks is running for their life.
Who you got? Number 4.
Shit, I got the man, dog, Andrew Luck, dog. That boy was definitely running for his motherfucking life.
Yeah.
So, he got hurt a million times. That boy first forced to retire. So, Mr. Luck.
Dre, number 4.
Colin Kaepernick.
Ooh, I wasn't expecting that. Okay.
I'm sorry. Get behind it, get off of it. Bruh. The whole squad was supposed to. This is your QB1, the guy who took you to the Super Bowl. I understand. You can talk to me off camera about the situation. They, come on now. You were supposed to do something, help this man get his point across. Like, if y'all would have sat down, listen to what.
Let the motherfuckers hijack the narrative.
Yeah.
That's what motherfuckers always do when them good old boys come in. They let them niggas hijack the narrative.
Yeah.
This nigga said, I'm taking a fucking knee, man, because cops are shooting black boys in the street, murdering them and getting away with it. They keeping their job. Paid leave type shit. Yeah. That's all he was saying.
Nah, I
Good, good old boys. I know. I'm talking to the camera. And them good old boys, nigga, over here talking about. He said, "Fuck the army." Nigga, what? Ain't nobody said fuck the army, the navy. What are you talking about?
He talked to
fuck our flag. And, man, what? He ain't say none of that shit.
He talked to a guy from the army
to make this nigga a bad guy, an unlikable guy. So let's shut up what he talking about.
Right. He talked to a guy from the army that said
it was all the time, man.
It was more respectable to just kneel
the witness. So now fuck
and show
everything
your
they got to
presence.
say.
Because when they did it, when they was in the bunkers, they would kneel so shit would fly over them. That's how they were communicating, on a knee. Everybody same level. It don't matter. Everybody on the same level. That's what dropping that knee is. And people fucked up the narrative right off jump, and he lost his job.
Yeah, that's real, bro. Shout out Colin Kaepernick, man. Number 4 for me. I did write this. Justin Fields, Chicago Bears. I felt like, for one, when he came in,
we can't trust anything you say.
It's
hard to even
Go ahead. We'll hear you out.
I'm being dead serious. Like, I'm not like that, bro.
No, we fuck with
So listen. Justin Fields, right? When I say this, right, when he first came into the league, you didn't really know what it. For one, he didn't have any weapons. And then you played the game of, is it going to be him or I believe Andy Dalton, right?
And
or Nick Foles. So therefore, he doesn't really have any place, even though you draft him, but he's still like QB3 on there. Mm-hmm. So you should have got rid of one of those guys or simply made him, or let one of the other guys know simply, hey, you're a bridge quarterback. The next year is going to be Justin. Then the next year, you get another head coach. You strip the team completely down. So he has nobody, right? But actually, the crazy part is about it, that's when he actually had his best season, which is crazy. When he had nobody, I would absolutely agree with that. Then you turn around and you give him a number 1 pick, right? But he does get hurt because he has fucking nobody. Doesn't have a line, right? And he also doesn't have weapons. Following year, you get a few weapons. Defense starts to get better at the end of the year. He starts to, we play some not so good teams, but he seems to start to, looking on the right trajectory. Then now he gets traded. I can fully, absolutely say his performance is, I would say, a 50-50. Half of it is him not being able to process and win from the pocket, and the other half is absolutely what the team put him in. I would absolutely say he got a raw deal. If Caleb Williams wasn't a type of player who I think he'll be, and a lot of people think he'll be, and say Chicago just had that 9th pick, I would have no problem with saying, okay, moving ahead, hopefully, they can put some more weapons around him and move forward with Justin Fields. So in my opinion, at number 4, I got Justin Fields. I absolutely
Hearing you debate in favor of Justin Fields is like hearing long ass fingernails just running across the goddamn chalkboard. You feel like they just watching somebody chew on ice.
What did I say that wasn't fact though?
Huh?
What did I say that wasn't fact?
Everything you said was a fact. That's what makes it so annoying. Because you know what?
I'm just saying.
He went to homework. That's what it was.
I'm nitpicking at this point. I
Yeah.
just let it go.
Hendo
We're
at
gonna let
number
it go.
3. Hendo at number 3. Who you got?
Jimmy Garoppolo.
Yeah, you said Phil. Wait, did he get drafted in the league?
He was actually drafted by the Patriots,
Yeah.
and what happened was since motherfuckers kind of knew
Bro,
that he
Jimmy
was
is nice. He
that-
just gets
but
hurt.
see, this is the whole thing though. If Jimmy don't go to the Patriots and he goes anywhere else, we see how nice Jimmy is. Jimmy, it ain't that Jimmy can't make the throws. He by the time he got to moving around where he needed to be, he was getting a little older and he started getting injury prone. That's what it is. He started getting injured, then injured, then injured. But if he goes somewhere and gets to there the first time, who knows? If he would have went down to Atlanta or something like that, who knows? He would have been down there buzzing.
I would have loved Jimmy.
That's what I'm saying. He would have been hot in the dome.
I agree.
Come
with
on,
that.
man.
I didn't never thought. I could see that.
If he would have had the full line chance.
If he was the one,
Belichick.
the system was set up for him. But since the GM and the coach couldn't come to good terms, he ended up getting traded, and he went to the Niners.
Yep.
B.I., who you got number 3?
Number 3,
Yeah.
Jake Plummer got sacked 215 times
Goddamn.
in his 6 years. With,
Snake.
with Arizona.
We got a Jake Plummer site.
That's
boy,
hard.
Snake,
And I remember that's
the
fucked me up.
snake.
But when I remember thinking about him too,
Snake.
the only thing worked for them was that bootleg. They loved Jake with the bootleg.
Yeah.
You don't know why? Because they was on this goddamn heels though within the regular confines of a regular play. Nigga. This nigga was about to get so up.
I was about ready. That nigga said Jake the Snake Plumber.
Hey,
I used to watch him in college too.
Give it up.
Who you got? Who you got, Dre? Number 3.
David Carr.
Yeah, that's hard.
Texas didn't know how to utilize Andre Johnson.
He
They
should be
didn't
on
realize he
everybody's
was the number 1 receiver. They kept trying to put him as the number 3 receiver for some odd reason.
Yeah.
But this is your go get it. And then you trade me after my junior year and start Matt Scrubs.
Shaw was deep.
He was.
I like Matt Shaw. He was deep.
But
He can make the throw.
he could. But that's also once they
Did they
figured
have
out.
He was a QB. One.
Yeah, but that's also once they figured out Andre Johnson with your wide receiver one, too.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, he definitely got a raw deal. Number 3 for me, I had to go with Andrew Luck, Minneapolis Colts. You talk about generational talent. People call Caleb Williams a generational talent, but Andrew Luck is somebody who they call a generational talent and actually lived up to it. It's a shame they never gave him an offensive line. Similar to what they're doing to Joe Burrow right now. But Andrew Luck, he should still be a Hall of Fame. That dude he was nice, bro. He was nice and his hand tough as fuck. Hendo, who you got? Number 2.
Zach Wilson.
Interesting.
I still think Zach Wilson can make the throws. He just has nobody to throw to, and I think they really fumbled that man's whole little career. You come in and get Aaron Rodgers, bring him in, then you want to bring him back in, then he's still going on fire. Then now he wants to go, and I don't blame him. I want to go. You fumbled this man's whole career over here. Y'all coming over here making him better, but you literally made him worse and probably put all the blame on him just because your whole organization is not doing good. And it's just not the offense. You got one good player on defense. You know what I'm saying? But it's the whole organization. But you're not putting no weapons. You're not making no moves. Granted, you go and get Aaron Rodgers, but give me some more weapons.
Their defense good. Good.
I mean, it's getting better, but like
their defense.
but give me some weapons.
No,
Mind you, through
I
all
agree
this
with the
time
weapons,
who
but
elapsed,
they
think
got
about
some
everybody who's
weapons.
been on the market who was available to make them better or an option. I mean, there was Hopkins was out here.
Oh yeah,
You could have easily sent somebody that way. Hell, you could have got Devontae Adams at one time if you really wanted to. But you're not giving up the, you know what I'm saying, the picks, the gratitude to get that.
I agree.
You building this good defense, but the offense is not doing shit.
No, I agree.
He out there looking at moms.
But he not bad though.
He out there looking at moms.
I like mom too sometimes.
Who you got on, B.I.?
Dog,
Number 2.
that nigga Tim Couch, that nigga O-line was full of third stringers for 4 years. Then they finally drafted
Facts.
O-line, and they drafted a nigga from the 5th round. They did that nigga dirty, dog. Tim Couch had no chance, like no chance at all.
Yeah, out of Kentucky.
Yeah, they didn't care. They didn't care at all about that team back then.
Who you got
Who
number
was
2?
the Browns?
Yeah, the Browns didn't care at all back then.
Johnny Manziel.
They went got a fullback.
Johnny Manziel.
Johnny Manziel.
Really?
Bro,
He was trash, okay.
man.
You know, he was trash, man.
Hey,
He was,
the reason why he was booty butt cheeks is because
he was inaccurate. He was short, he was inaccurate, and he couldn't see over the O-line. Just like Kyler Murray. Short, inaccurate. Kyler Murray
Bryce
can run,
Young.
though.
I mean, like,
No, Bryce
Young.
Bryce
Short.
Young. No, Bryce Young can get that. He
Accurate.
can make that. He
Kyler
has a
Murray
way
is
better
accurate,
cannon
though.
than dog, though. He can get down the
Yeah,
field.
but
Johnny Manziel was on drugs and he was drunk too. I mean,
Yep.
you know, so.
he
That's a problem.
he went from hanging out with the black people to making money around the black people in the big black neighborhood
He was
and
just
get
kidding.
started
You know what
living
it
out of
was?
his.
He was a partier.
Yep.
All he wanted to do was party.
Yeah.
That's what it was. He didn't care about the money. He didn't care about football. He came for money.
He came
That's
for
what
the
it was.
swag.
He didn't come for money.
His parents are well off.
I just listened to a whole interview. He said they had a little bit of money, but the way he got the oil and all that, he said all that shit is false.
He had a little bit of money. They had some money.
no. I just listened to the interview. He said they didn't have money like that. He said his dad had got a good job, but they didn't have like money like that. He said that the rumor came out, and he was getting money under the table.
He was.
And so when he hanging with Drake and this and that, he was like, motherfuckers not thinking, you know what I'm saying, where all this money coming from. They just thinking all his parents got money. He said, no, they didn't have got money like that.
And they're going to indict himself. He's going to be about on charges.
They already getting paid. He can't do no more.
I got Robert
Get
Griffin
retro budgets
Jr.
money.
the third
Yes,
out
sir.
of Washington Redskins. I felt
sir.
like that was, people forget, man. Like, people forget how at one point people were asking who was better, Robert Griffin III or Andrew Luck. In that rookie year, you really didn't know Robert Griffin. Put it this way, he was Carmelo Anthony and Andrew Luck was LeBron James that rookie year.
I remember when they got him up out of there, man. They sent that blitz and nobody blocked for him.
Yeah.
That man got hurt. That
Yeah.
nigga was looking up and it was everybody around
Yeah,
him.
and
Blocking
you talking about a true dual quarterback. He had a cannon. He
Unreal.
could be accurate from the pocket, and he could. I mean,
He was nice.
literally.
And he was like 6'3", wasn't he?
No, Rob was 6'1".
6'1", 6'2",
Yeah.
with cleats on.
Literally Olympic speed, man. Like
Right.
a dog. But Robert Griffin was that dude. I watched him play in Baylor. Like he was phenomenal. So how they did him in Washington
He
was
was
dirty.
fast.
Hendo, number one quarterback ruined.
Fields, man. We fumbled that man whole career right now, man.
Okay.
We had no business. If we were going to do what we was going to do with him, we had no business grabbing him when we grabbed him. We should Fields.
Fields.
Oh, that's the field. Right?
If we was gonna do what we was gonna do with him, you know, hindsight, if we was gonna do this, we might as well have picked up a lineman or something. We might as well have picked up a D tackle or somebody at that to do what we was gonna do.
Right.
We might as well have drafted a fucking center. That's how I feel, or a corner, or somebody, a safety, something.
We can
If we was just gonna hold, if that was the case, we should have either did that or traded back and got some more picks. Because we wandered off this man's career amongst offensive coordinator to offensive coordinator, from GM to GM. We drafted him in the backstroke. One guy's trying to save his career, then he ain't get let go. And then another GM, you not this man guy. He trying to establish you, just not him. Then we get another head coach and another offensive coordinator. There was just no consistency to have anything around, especially when we don't have any offensive-minded coordinators or a head coach that's an offensive-minded. We have defensive everywhere. And we just, if we were going to piss off his career, we at least could have grabbed some defense.
I agree. Yeah.
I feel like
Shorty?
the correct answer is Derek Carr at number one.
Ooh.
Derek Carr, man, had his career pissed the fuck off by his team.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And he was supposed to be nice. He was the better of the brothers. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm going with Derek Carr.
Yeah.
He got his career took from him. We have no idea.
With the Raiders?
Derek Carr, Carr with the, no, Carr,
David.
that's
David.
the other name?
Yeah, but it was David.
With Houston.
Yeah, it was David.
That was David Carr.
That's
Yeah.
David.
Oh, man, I'm saying Derek Carr, man. That's some bullshit. Yeah, that's, dog. But he got his career took.
Yeah, that was these.
I mean, Houston just wasn't a good spot.
That
for
was
the
that.
bitch.
Houston's just not a good organization.
Yeah,
Just
to
put
play
that out
football.
there.
Yeah, and Cleveland neither. So you say
Right.
Watson, yeah, that's true. But they had like 1 million quarterbacks. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
1 million. They did
Them in
everybody
Arizona.
dirty. You know what I'm saying?
Them in Arizona. I think Arizona.
That's why I was
And
saying
they- everybody
they didn't
dirty.
know. They didn't know how to use Andre Johnson back then. You
Oh,
had
they
those-
was using them. They had the right thing. It was just him though. That was the whole thing. They didn't have no other complimentary until they got Hopkins, and then them niggas went to the playoffs.
Yeah, but you
They had
count
the deep, but it's like you pissed off everybody's career. You pissed off J.J. Watt shit. You pissed off Andre Johnson shit. You pissed off Deshaun Watson shit. You pissed off the running back because they had a little decent running back at the time. Pissed them off. And now that whole defense, there was more studs on that defense. Pissed it off and just made it to the playoffs once. That was easily a star-studded defense. Easily.
They had you there.
But shout out to C.J.
Man,
Strauss.
You know what I'm saying?
I give C.J. Strauss his props because he brought them back to a name at least.
He was winning games. That's what they were
Yeah,
doing.
he brought them back to a name. I don't know what he
I
brought
don't know
them
what
back
name
to.
that was, but they was winning games. They
Yeah.
they still not a full organization to me. They're doing better, but I still gotta see
Yeah,
another year consecutive like that. 'Cause I mean, shit, I've seen the Jaguars do that, did not make the playoffs. So
yeah, but he likes getting man crying about it. That's why I like him.
'Cause I fuck with Trevor Lawrence, but this year was not a good year for him. I
No, it
don't
was
think.
not.
And they got
I think we
talent.
expected too much of them and the pressure got to them. They had that good playoff game where they came back down like that, like what was that, 2 years ago type shit.
They won 10 games.
No, that's why they didn't make the play.
I'm
That's
talking
this year.
about, I'm talking about
Last year they
Yeah,
made it in
before.
off
They
what was
got
it?
in, but then they beat somebody in a playoff or some shit. They came
Yeah,
back
yeah,
and
they-
got like 20 something.
They won that. They won a little playoff game, and then they got their ass annihilated the next game. 'Cause I think they
Yeah,
had to
so
play like
this
Tennessee
year,
or something.
last year, everybody was thinking, okay, they're gonna
That's,
be nice
that's,
then.
that's when Derrick Henry was running all over their ass. They couldn't do shit with him.
Yeah.
He was running all over him. That's what they had to see. And then they went and got their ass busted next round. Because they stopped the run, and then Tannehill throw an interception. Just like I said, Tannehill good, but if you got to make him throw to win the game, y'all gonna lose. if it has the game on the line, if the game is on the line, you got Derrick here and there, and there's 6 yards going, you got it because they blitz and they send a 6 in there, and dude got to throw, it's gonna be a pick and y'all losing.
I got it.
It happen every time.
I got a question.
Uh.
What if they're playing against Kirk Cousins? Because it sounds like you.
Is it a
if
Monday
I
or
close my
Sunday?
eyes,
Hold on, is it a Monday or
it's
Sunday?
Monday.
Then they losing.
It's Monday.
They still losing.
It has
You
to be a
know what I'm
Thursday.
saying?
It
It has to
Put
be a
them big
Thursday.
lights on for Kirk Cousins and get bad, man.
It has to be a
Oh.
Thursday.
For me, I think number one, I had to go David Carr, Houston, Texas.
Trying to tell
A
you,
lot
that's
of
the
people
right
forget
answer.
he was number 1 overall pick, I believe, out of Houston.
Mhm.
No, Washington State. I believe Washington State, if I'm not mistaken. But that guy was phenomenal coming out of college, and I think he got sacked like 50 sometimes his first few seasons, and started seeing ghosts, and they really like.
He said start seeing ghosts.
No,
I know.
that's what they call it.
Yeah,
Like they,
you
I know,
hear
I
the
know.
footsteps.
Yeah.
like they destroyed that young man career, man. He would have been phenomenal. Seemed like he came out in one piece. Very good announcer right now. So, but yeah, David Carr is my number 1 QB team to draft and ruin his career. Moving right along, man. Big question. It seems like the Chicago Bears will be taking Caleb Williams. Some brothers, like Jaden James, I don't think I would be too mad at that. He did have a phenomenal year last year, even though he did have 2 top wide receivers. But Chicago has 2 good wide receivers right now. But Caleb Williams, will he be a bust?
I can't say he'll be a bust, but I can't say he'll be exactly what everybody thinks he is. I think he goes through a couple of learning grooves depending on what the first games look like and what the defense is. But and eventually you have too much of a star-studded cast around you to fail. And we see like that could be the the game breaker between a team winning and losing. When you have other standout pieces who can go get the ball when the ball is overthrown or throw behind you, that makes a big difference, and it helps a young receiver out as well. Especially when you have 2 elite receivers is what I think we have, because Allen's a top 5 and shit.
We can legit say we got 2 number 1s.
I can agree with that. So I think with that, with the addition of the running back, you know what I'm saying, which I think is going to help out tremendously. I know Swift is not an over the top guy, but I think he does have a lateral. He helps out in the flex. I would have loved to see that too, but I think the thing about the thing with the Bears is I watched polls on how he distributes the money, and he's very good at like making these backdoor deals for like a couple mil to $1 million, because we're getting pieces. Granted, like a couple of them are like for a year or 2 or something like that. But he seems like to manage the money very well. Like we're not going into like these big money pits where I see like these guys are throwing all this money at a guy. I like, and I don't sit here and try to push nothing on there, but they spent a lot of money on a guy who spent a lot of years injury prone and injured. I'm talking about the Eagles with Saquon. I love him, but you always got to watch the load management with him, because you don't want to fuck him up and you want to go deep in there. Where Swift, I've never seen Swift too like injury prone, and like I said, to me Swift, it's his hands. Like I've seen like when he was with the Lions, like he'd fuck up catches, but they were also using him as a wide receiver, and this guy got better at that. So you got a potential running back / wide receiver coming out that backfield who can make, that's good hands, and you still keeping Herbert.
I would have liked to see him get Eckler.
I like Eckler too, because he can do both of them. But like I said, this comes down to money. You're getting still a good position, because this guy had a phenomenal year. It just the only thing is just, I mean, the Eagles, they was using the shit out of him. You know what I'm saying? He was over there working.
I'm not mad at him.
But I see what the move was for the money. You know what I'm saying? It makes sense budget money wise. We can work with this guy. But sometimes I feel like you don't need a top 10 running back, but if you can get a top 15 running back, you all right.
Yeah. No, I agree. And like I said, we had a phenomenal running game. We were number 2 in the league last year in running. So.
But I long story short, I can't see him being a bust this year. I think he actually has a decent year. Watching how some of these younger guys are coming out this college scene and actually making this ball, if they can make that throw, and I think he can, I can see him actually making some legit moving room. I can see us making the playoffs.
Okay. How you feel, B.I.? Would Caleb Williams be a bust?
Shit, man. To me, bust mean more than 1 year. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like it's gonna be some, you know what I'm saying, ups and downs. But it's gonna start maybe down, man. With the rumors are that, you know, even Flus ain't gonna be there. You know what I'm saying? Apparently, I've heard the rumor mill. His fam might be up out there at some point. If that's the case, then that's going to give Caleb a better shot. But even Flus, I feel like he got a better shot of being a bust, to be very frank about it. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, without him, sky's the limit, man. You know what I'm saying? We know the dude can throw, man. If we can get an offensive coach, you know what I'm saying, an offensive guy, the defense is going to take care of the defense. You get a great defensive coach, a defensive coordinator.
You got to get a good defensive coordinator.
Yeah,
you got to
get
a
it.
stout dude.
Exactly.
That's
you
the
know
biggest thing.
But you need, in this game nowadays, we see it, man. The guys is going to win are offensive guys, man, the coaches. We talking about McVay. These guys, they're going to scheme it up to the point where they're at least going to be in contention in bad years. McVay at least going to be in the playoff. We ain't even talking about them, but they was in the playoff. You know what I'm saying? Pat Mahomes, they win the Super Bowls, man. They in the, you know, when you got a good quarterback and an offensive-minded head coach, it seems like that's more of the wave nowadays. So, you know what I'm saying? I just hope, you know, something like that can happen for my man, you know. But I don't know. We're going to see how this shit play out, man, because the Bears is a whole different animal, too. Every team, you hope something happen and it don't. But, like, you know, there's certain teams that's like, dude, just quit wishing. Like, we'll just see. You're going down here for too long. I like polls, but let's see.
Okay, would be a bust.
As long as his daddy don't get involved. Like, if his daddy keep getting involved, he gonna be a bust. Like, his daddy asked for too much. It's gonna make somebody give up on
They can
him.
ask for whatever. The contracts say different.
Kawhi Leonard uncles be in the way like a motherfucker. He still be killing niggas.
Facts. And got ready.
On the real.
Too.
Cool, I got him out of the way though. He got him out of the way. His sister's sitting in jail for murder right now. He talk about he got his uncles out the way and he didn't pay for his sister's stuff. Like he was helping his sister out, but you can only help somebody so much. Daddy going and asking for stakes and teams and shit, and it's your rookie year.
Daddy can ask for whatever. The contracts are different.
Yeah, but you got to get an NFL ready agent, which they don't have.
You don't have to have anything. Caleb, you don't have to have an agent to sign a contract. What it is an agent is actually just something that is not a requirement, but they ask you to do that to make sure the legitimacy of the contract.
Yeah, but they said like
you get a lawyer.
Yeah, you can get a lawyer,
for
but
a fraction of
a fraction.
Dog didn't have that. His daddy and this guy that's his dad's
the contract
friend,
ain't signed yet. That's the whole thing.
That's what I'm saying.
But what I'm saying is, his dad can be present, but his dad can not negotiate his contract. He can ask for a favor through his behalf, and he can ask for it, but they can also be denied. That has nothing to do with your ongoing contract. It has something more to do, like where if you get re-signed and they ask for different things, then you can ask for something under that contract. But as of right now, you got to play.
Right. No, I'm just saying because motherfuckers gonna get sick of hearing your dad gonna be like, sit out, do something stupid, and.
That's conjecture, bro.
That's conjecture. But bro, it's conjecture. But at the same time,
I don't know what that word means, man. I'm gonna take it as disrespect. No.
But at the same time, bro, if you biting the hand,
that's a wild story. Where his dad is gonna tell him, "Come on, fam, you can't do that, dog. Is he gonna be a bust? Yes or no?
Wait till he take his first hit.
Okay.
Wait till he take his first hit. Let's see how he bounce back. Game speed different.
Okay. I'm gonna say no.
I hope not, cause it's my team. But still, nah.
You still
I just hope he. I just hope he don't do nothing stupid.
Well, what's something stupid? What has he done stupid in college?
No, I'm just saying I hope he doesn't do nothing stupid.
But I'm saying, in order for you to say that, it gives off the perception that he has done stupid things. So that's what I'm saying. What has he done stupid in college?
In college? What do we know that he's done in college?
I'm asking you.
Other than act like a prima donna, nothing.
How is he act like? You tell me what quarterback that's good don't act like a prima donna? Justin, as much as people talk about Jalen Hurts, that nigga get up there and make his lip
Aaron
like
Rodgers is the biggest prima donna I know. He got a Super Bowl ring. He got a ring.
He got a ring.
Tom Brady.
Yeah, don't be a prima donna, but he also sat 5 years.
Hey, man.
But he had him a ring.
He also sat 5 years.
That is conjecture.
That's conjecture. That's conjecture.
I don't even know what that word means. You just throwing that word around and shit.
No, it's like, how can I explain it?
Move on to the next segment.
I'll explain to you after that. But old heads, man. Will Caleb be a bust? I don't think so. I think his ceiling, I think his floor is I think his floor is far too high for him to be a bust.
Don't forget, we just got motherfucker Everett too.
That's what I was telling you, Gerald Everett.
He's walking into the perfect situation that Justin never had.
You got two really good blocking catches.
That's fair. That's why I can say that.
With a better running back.
Yeah, that's right. That's fair.
I'm just saying better than Khalil Herbert. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. But of course, our old heads mock draft. We're each going to make our picks for the Chicago Bears. With the number 1 pick, Hendo. If you're the Chicago Bears GM, who are you taking?
So I gotta take Caleb. He's the best person on the draft.
Okay. That's 1 pick.
That's 2 for Caleb.
Okay. Oh shit, that's 2 for Caleb.
Jalen Daniels.
Jalen Daniels.
I'm dead ass. 50 touchdowns. 50 touchdowns, 4 INTs. Need I say more? 3,800 yards. 3,800 yards. I'm taking Daniels. And he's 6'3".
What you said?
6'3" or 6'1". What do you want? Like I said, wait until he take his first hit.
What do you?
But I'll take Daniels.
What does height have to do with anything?
Because you can see over your offensive line easier versus having to jump out of the line.
All right, so who you taking?
Stop, bro. I'm not,
Hey, that's his pick. Just go with the pick, man.
Most of your offensive line.
I'm not a novice, bro.
I don't even want to do
No,
that.
most offensive line is like
You should have
6'6",
just
right?
said Penix and kept it moving.
Who would you rather have? Brock Osweiler or fucking Russell Wilson? Brock Osweiler is 6'8".
No, but I also know his game.
No.
I also know Brock's game. No, I wouldn't go through that.
So that's what I'm saying. Height doesn't mean shit.
Yeah.
Ben was 6'8" too.
Who?
Big Ben.
Ben was 6'8".
Yeah.
6'6".
6'6". Right. He can see over his offensive line. No, he's like 6'6".
That's what I thought.
Yeah, Big Ben 6'6".
He was a big guy.
He was a big guy.
I know he's big.
I know. Cam Newton, no.
Cam Newton?
6'5".
Right.
6'5",
Yeah.
260.
It's easier to see over your offensive line.
I understand that,
but I'm going for somebody who's 6'1".
But
that's why you said
Aaron
you
Rodgers
asked.
is 6'1".
You asked
That's
me,
his pick. That's his
but
pick.
he also gets out the pocket. He also gets
Have
out
you
the
watched
pocket.
Caleb?
Hey,
That's
that's
the
his pick.
knock on him.
That's his pick.
Have you watched him?
I'm not trying to
That's
knock
it.
on
I'm
him.
telling you, bro. That's the knock on him. Is
I'm
that
not-
that
I like the
is
pick.
what he do.
No,
So
I'm
what's
not
your
trying to
pick?
knock on him. But
Number one pick out of USC, 6'2", nails painted, crying in his mama arms and all that, throwing darts. Caleb Williams.
y'all take that 41.
Number 9 pick, Chris Henderson, GM of the Chicago Bears. Who are you taking?
Jared Verse out of Florida State, defensive end. We need an edge rusher on the other side. Compliment Sweat.
Okay. B.I., GM of the Chicago Bears. Who you taking? Number 9 pick, Chicago Bears, 2024 draft.
I'm going Joe Alt or Fuaga, however you say his name, because I feel like we need an offensive tackle. So,
I don't know if he gonna make it that far.
He will all this, but they think he's more projected to be a guard now. He's actually
I mean,
dropped.
we picked.
He's
we,
dropped.
we do need somebody on that left side though, but our line.
We got Braxton. I like Braxton.
Yeah, but
And he back healthy too.
that's what I'm saying. I don't know. That's why I say we might get that edge rusher.
Number
We need
9
pressure on the
pick,
ball.
Dre, you the GM. Who you taking?
I traded for a couple more pieces, but I traded to the 49ers with one player involved. I would try to get Chase Young as much as I could out of that situation.
He's a free agent.
Yeah. If we can't sign him and they do
Sign
re-sign
and
him,
trade.
yeah.
We can do a sign and trade. That's possible. They'll re-sign him, sign and trade.
I try to get him out that situation and get some more of their draft picks
But
from the oncoming years.
But in order for them to do that, they have to sign him right now.
Right.
But I don't see them signing him right now. That's what I'm going to say with that. And it has to be a sign and trade.
He ain't working for me.
He too much. I couldn't see the.
He's too inconsistent.
He showed up in the playoffs, so.
And he get hurt. Yeah, but he does it when he wants to.
I mean, shit.
Kawhi Leonard.
Chill.
At number 9, I'm taking Dallas Turner, edge out of Alabama. I think he's the best edge in the draft.
Oh, reverse?
Yeah, he ran Dallas ran 4.4.
I mean, speed's cool, but you gotta to work that.
No, but yeah, if you watch him, bro, he's complete.
Mm-hmm.
Put him and Sweat on the side. Yeah, I like Dallas Turner. Versus actually dropped.
He benched more though.
He dropped.
Mm-mm.
Did he?
He did.
That's
no, but a lot of them say like you can go off two things. You go off speed or the bench press because think about Aaron Donald.
And what you call it?
Cones, shuttle time.
Shuttle
That's when you really looking at that because a lot of guys they go back because of their speed. But shit, this motherfucker also putting up 38 on that bench though too. So that motherfucker move him up. That was Aaron Donald. Yeah. Aaron Donald put up a record I think for the bench. He was killing them.
Fucking pissed me off, bro. Because we were supposed to take him with that pick. Because I vividly remember that they had Michael Brockers at DT, and they were saying the Rams probably wouldn't take him. Chicago would take the interior line we need when we would take Aaron Donald. Number 75 pick. Hendo, if you the GM, who you taking?
I'm gonna see if we can get Jeremiah Trotter Jr. linebacker out of Clemson because I think we need to get some backup linebackers in rotation. I like Sam Byrne. I like what we got there. but we need just depth down there. I think that's kind of our shallowest area on defense is linebacker position.
I love our linebackers.
I just want backup for them. You know, I like them. I know they're getting of age, and you know, injuries is a real thing that be happening.
That's true.
Shit,
Chicago does draft. We don't do shit else. We
Draft linebackers. That's exactly.
Right.
That's why I want to go in that direction.
We draft.
We haven't drafted a good one in quite a while
How
since
Pittsburgh draft.
since Raekwon.
How Pittsburgh draft wide receivers. That's how we draft linebackers. B.I., who you got? Number 75th pick.
Too late on the line shit, but I'm gonna go Rook or Horo.
God, man.
What school is he on?
Clemson.
Okay. Got you. Who you got, fam? Number 75. You the GM of the Chicago Bears.
Rice.
Ray?
Oh, okay.
I'm going for Rice.
Oh, team up with Caleb.
Mm-hmm.
Got
Might as well get him familiar.
Oh, with Jaden? Oh, basically with Jaden.
With Jaden, but
I got you.
I'm going off the basis of my pick don't count. Caleb's gonna be right. Pair him with somebody you know.
I actually like that. Number 75, I went cornerback. I really do like Jalen Johnson, but he does have injury history, so I think we don't want to be like how the Eagles were last year. You don't have a good secondary, so I love Mike Sandskill out of Michigan, cornerback. He was really the leader on that Michigan defense that won them the Natty. I watched him in the combine. If we can get him at 75, if something does happen to Jalen, I think he's a guy that can step right in. I also like the cornerback we got last year out of Miami, Steven Stevens. So I think Mike Sandskill, that would be huge for us to get him out of cornerback in Michigan 75. Hendo, 4th round, 111th pick. You the GM of the Bears. Who you taking?
Although I don't think he's gonna make it, I don't think he's gonna come down this far. I really was looking at Tyler Nubin, the safety out of Minnesota, but I don't think he's gonna drop down there. I actually think he's going. My picks got messed up with Caleb and or Justin Fields getting traded today. You know what I'm saying? So my picks were a little bit, but I don't think he's gonna drop. I don't think he makes it past the 3rd round.
Safety not bad though.
But I think if we can, because you know people do go down, you know it might be jumbling around. I look at that safety. I look at that safety though, because I think for just a backup, just to come in there and just learn from the veterans you got in there right now, that'll work out.
Got you. I like that. What you got, B.I.? 111
Wayne Carter, defensive tackle, run stopper.
Ooh, okay.
I've been asking for one of those for a minute too.
They say pass rushing upside. So shit. I don't even know all the names. I'm just going to be looking back.
Backing up Billings.
Can't teach sides.
Nope.
What you got? 111 pick.
I didn't even get that far, but I was thinking of quarterback, to be honest. Just somebody to back up the situation, because
Shit, we got 5 quarterbacks right now. We gonna have Caleb Williams. We got Bajan. We just signed the other dude, Supreme or some shit from the Rams. Then we have another guy.
I didn't even know we got to do from the Rams.
Yeah, we just man. I don't know what for. He's not good, bro. He's not good. I don't know if he coming for tryouts or if he doing like holding the ball for niggas or some shit like that. But I don't understand like his purpose right now. I just feel like we got too many of them. Not even for fucking practice, bro. Not even for fucking practice, bro.
Oh, wow.
Unless he can throw that motherfucking water ball 30 some fucking yards. That's all he finna be doing.
Wow.
He not better than Bajan. I don't understand why we doing this. We got people here. Shit, I'm sick of seeing all these niggas come in. Half these niggas gonna get cut. When we cut down to that 52-man roster, shit, we'll be taking some dead cap on some of these.
All right. They can afford it. 111 for me, I want wide receiver. This got to be a steal. Jalen McMillan, wide receiver out of Washington. Got injured this year, but a lot of people forget how good he was last year. Had over 70 receptions, over 1,000 yards. Phenomenal receiver, 6'1", 6'2". He can also fly. We can get him. This is a deep wide receiver draft. I think we can get him in that 4th round. That'll be a steal. I think the more weapons, the better. Where you got Hendo, 123rd pick. After this, only one more pick, second to last pick.
Shit, at that point, we might as well just grab motherfucker in the center or some shit. I didn't even make it down there. Like I said, my shit was jumbled up, man. I ain't gonna lie. I had traded some picks, so I didn't think we was gonna have that. I was gonna trade some of that, but grabbing a backup center.
Who would you have,
Shit, man. If I had a wide receiver, I was thinking like you.
Okay.
I went Jacob Cowan. Shit, the slot receiver.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? We got 2 nice receivers. We somebody to shit out.
I like that. Who you got?
Oh, I shit got fucked up once the trade
Well,
happened.
once the trade happened.
Once the trade happened, she got
I'm
fucked
telling you, that
up.
tore up everything, man. That messed up the whole list.
Oh, really?
For me, the 123rd pick, 4th round Chicago Bears draft, Tanner Bartonelli, center out of Wisconsin. I would love for
That's
him
would be my pick.
if he could drop. Wisconsin is notorious for churning out offensive linemen. I would love for us to get him to pair up a young center with our young, hopefully future franchise quarterback. Maybe if he starts out as a backup, but and he's also very versatile too. He's a guy you can kick in at guard because, as we all know, offensive line can not say always get hurt, but they can get hurt. They got a tough job. So I think somebody that can be versatile on the line, versatility is key when you talk about any part of the line, defense or offense. That's what made Aaron Donald so tough. You put him on the edge or the middle.
I think this is probably the most active we've been with our O-line in years.
Yeah.
We've been pulling in and cycling through guys. Amazing this year.
And
Finally getting Cody Whitehair the fuck out of that center position.
Yeah,
Finally get the other dude I forget we had this year. His injury in and out. This motherfucker, I watched this guy get injured twice in one game. He started the game, got injured, came back in later in the game, got injured. I said, man, why you just didn't stay the fuck out? Just stay out.
Yeah, but that's the thing. We got to get some consistency. If we can get some consistency with our
No Sam Munsford, none of that bullshit.
Yeah, tell me about it. But yeah, Tanner Bartonelli. Hope I'm saying your name right, but sent out of Wisconsin.
Please.
Final pick, Hendo. Was your list messed up?
My list is messed up, but if we going after that, like I said, I'm grabbing probably another corner like you was saying earlier. There's nothing better than grabbing some defense right now and letting them gel right now. I feel like the wide receivers, I feel like we have a boatload, but wide receivers are something you can kind of pick up right when they get in that preseason time. Because that's when everybody starts cutting the back end of the guys. That just, if you got too many guys, that's when you catch them. Mind you, there's still guys out here like Odell Beckham who out here.
Who was a 5th round?
Yeah. And, I mean, it worked out because you have a stud quarterback. I don't know if that worked out with like
McVay too.
Right. It work out if somebody groomed you correctly, though.
Pause.
But pause. Yeah, but you just gotta
be in the right situation. You can work out if you have a certain set talent and you work on the right situation.
Right.
Did you have anybody?
Yeah, man. I had
43rd pick.
Yeah, offensive tackle, man. Out of Missouri. I got Jacob Foster.
I like that. He's nasty. Pause. Yeah, Jacob. I like that, Jacob Foster. List was messed up.
My list was fucked up
That's fair.
From a minute ago.
For me, 5th round, Chicago Bears, last pick with the 143rd pick. I watched this guy wreak havoc against Dion and that Colorado team. It was a great game. Muhammad Kamara. I don't know if he'll be there, but edge rusher out of Colorado State. I personally watched him play against Dion when they squeezed out that game. He was given prime time in that offensive line everything they can handle. I would love to see another edge, another backup guy. Nothing wrong with a little NASCAR package, you know what I'm saying? Keep everybody fresh, have them come in, and I think specifically 3rd down, he'll be a good rotational piece for us. Possibly a start in a year or 2. But be out, man. It's that time. Please tell the people what time it is.
Man, you already know it's time to trade yourself, man. Some people just gotta get on the
Trade Yourself. If this your first time checking us out, man, Trade Yourself is how we end every episode. It's basically we pick people around sports, entertainment. Somebody that I pick frequently, Brett Favre, the welfare queen, Denver Nuggets, their basketball head coach. It's basically just a nice way, instead of somebody, fuck you, you know what I'm saying, you tell them, you want to know what, you sir, ma'am, you need to trade yourself. It could be your kid, it could be your boss, your wife, your husband, anybody, you know what I'm saying, can trade themselves. You know people be talking reckless, man, but B.I. this week, man.
Oh man, just real quick, man. I said I wasn't gonna do this again, so I ain't gonna say his name. I'm gonna just say, fuck the Bulls. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
As long as the coach keep coaching,
Damn.
it don't even matter if Kobe White coming back. It don't matter if Lonzo Ball
most
coming
improved
back.
player,
How
sir.
good. It don't matter if he go. Look, it matter for Kobe. You know what I'm saying? Most people, it don't matter for the Bulls. It ain't going nowhere as long as the coach is still coaching.
Damn.
It don't matter how good Lonzo come back in his 8 minutes, he dropping 30 points on niggas and 50 assists. Well, none of that shit matter as long as coach is coaching.
Damn.
It's gonna be some weird nigga in the game late when the motherfucking shit matter most, and that nigga gonna take the shot. It's weird. I don't know what he be doing. I really don't. I can't explain
This
what
coach
be thinking about.
does his name rhyme with silly?
It might be Billy Donovan. Man.
I
I
was right.
tried not to say his name. I said I wasn't gonna say his name no
Billy.
more. But it's so frustrating
Billy.
because Lonzo back in the news, so
Billy, you're not the
somebody
GOAT.
wanna mention the Bulls. Listen, man.
Somebody
Listen,
was just like
it
whoever
ain't-
dropped the news about Lonzo.
No.
Not worth mentioning. Until we win a game in the play-in, don't even mention us. Like nobody should be talking about them until we forced to.
Oh shit.
Until they actually make real news.
Damn. Hendo, who need to trade themselves this week?
Anybody thinking that any of these free agency trades and pull up is going to make your team an instant contender off back. These guys still got to come here and play these games. Just because you get the who's and whatever doesn't mean that you're guaranteed any position. We done see plenty teams with the who's and the what's still not even make the fucking playoffs. So before y'all sit here,
we have a dream.
so
team.
before y'all sit here and automatically calling yourself contenders,
Eagle team?
before
Yeah,
y'all
Eagle team.
even said y'all suited up and even had seen what this team looks like on paper and stuff, don't get caught in the moment. Don't be one of those guys. Don't be a dickhead and think you just an instant contender because you got somebody. You still got to play the game. Everybody got to play the game. Until motherfuckers beat the Chiefs, you ain't talking about shit.
Man, Patty Mahomes. What you got? Who need to trade themselves this week?
Atlanta Falcons, I hate to do it to you.
Damn. Why?
Kirk Cousins, he gets the job done, but he ain't gonna get you nowhere. And Darnell Mooney, you're the person who needs to trade themselves. You got
Damn.
he fucked up your career at different levels, and then he said, "Let me square it." The nigga said, "Let me square it." I'm gonna fuck it up for 16 games this year.
Who's the better quarterback in that division then? C.J. Stroud? Or what's his name?
Baker.
Baker?
Baker.
No. I'm saying that's the division.
Baker's the better quarterback than Dog?
No.
That's a division.
That's who I thought you were thinking.
Oh, no, I'm just saying, I don't know nobody better than Kirk Cousins in that division right now. I think he's the better quarterback in that division.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's the NFC South.
That's what I'm saying. He the best quarterback. I don't know why that's not a come up.
It would be.
They went from having the worst quarterback in their division with Ritter to having the best quarterback. But they still got to win the games. They still got to win the games.
Right.
But
But
add Mooney and then the extra, that's not true. I mean, Mooney he had a bad, I don't know what they saw at Grab. I agree with you. I don't know why I would pay that money. I probably would have got him for a little bit cheaper. Like, you sure you're not going for like $2 million? 11 for 2. Ah, man, shit. Look, can we grab you for a draft pick? You would have gave him the draft pick. He would have had a 2025 pick. Like, how the player got the pick? Like, we traded that to him for him. Like, I don't know what you. Anyways, but that was the biggest downfall. But if you just need somebody to run, I guess If you need somebody out there running around, just like Tony Snelling it, I guess. That's what he gonna do. He wasn't bad. He just had an off year. I don't think it's on him. I don't think it's on him 100%. All right, because I still think.
I would put it all on him, but
but there's times. There was times this year. There was time this year where I seen Mooney get that ball right here and drop that motherfucker in stride.
I would trade that nigga for some 24s.
He funny as hell.
Tipping.
A new water boy.
Man.
Bring us Keith.
For real.
Keith off the bench. That nigga, he got a mean water whip. Some way you do clockwise. Cubes. He
Give him their helmet.
The Gatorade like Keith. Trade yourself this week, man. I had to go with, of course, Nick Saban and his white fragility tour on players making too much money in NIL deals. I don't know if y'all heard yet. Nick Saban going around basically on tour, bitching and moaning about how football and basically, it's not the same.
He got paid.
Is he a
That's how
coach?
he got paid.
Wait, is he a coach
Before
anymore?
this shit.
No, that's how he got paid though. He was getting paid backdoor deals like that.
Exactly.
He got mad because
I think he was doing
motherfuckers took
Campbell
his
Soup
job.
commercials and shit.
You know what I'm
He
saying?
got mad because niggas took his job.
The nerve of this job.
Dog, the nerve of you've made millions of dollars coaching these young men. And you mad because these kids are getting thousands of dollars?
Nah, you mad because they finally getting some money.
And then the thing is, like, y'all coaches be bugging because if y'all do it all the time, if y'all get a better offer somewhere, you just sat here and told this Chris, we're going to take care of him, Nancy. He's going to come to my school and this and that. I'm going to make a man that came in your mama's living room and straight lied to
You know what
him.
I'm saying?
Lied to that
Knew
man.
he was leaving.
Yeah,
Knew he was leaving.
As soon as he get back, how much are you offering me? I'm sorry about that, Miss Henderson. I wanted to make him a better man, but I have to go.
On the real.
I have other
It was
obligations.
an opportunity of a lifetime.
It was an
I couldn't pass it
opportunity
up.
of a
And
life.
I hope
Couldn't
so he gets
pass
in
it
his
up.
position one day. He'll do the same
He'll
thing.
do the same thing.
Fuck out of here.
I got him in the door.
I got him in the door. I
I got him in the door.
Now, if you excuse me, my private jet is waiting.
Is it college grade?
For real, Nick Saban, trade your motherfucking self, man. Get off that, man. Get off that goofy ass shit. But hey, another great episode, man. Old Heads. We appreciate Dre, special guest, stopping through as always. Always welcome. Captain Kush, man, you gotta come, man. Episode 100, man, is gonna be epic, man. So we got some great things in store for that. As well, we got to give a shout out to King KO Car Wash. Check out Cuzzo over there if you're in the La Crosse, Wisconsin area, over on La Crosse Street. Cuz doing big things, as well as Father. Excuse me, I'm finna call him. I'm never call him Father Focus.
You about to.
I almost did. Our brother Focus over there at what's the name of it, bro?
Breath of Fresh, man.
Over there, Breath of Fresh over at Jackson Plaza. Our brother Focus over there, he got all the latest retros. He's got a lot of retros in there. Also clothing. And say, I know times are hard, man. That tax money, I know you might be drawn up a little bit right now. If you got some kits that you did buy during tax time and you want to get them restored, our brother Focus can check you out, man. Check him out. He does all the shoe restoration. Also, the closet over on 5th and King, man. Check out the closet. What's the brother name?
JV.
JV at 5th and King. Check out the closet as well as retro kits over there. All the exclusive. You don't have to go to eBay. You don't got to go to the cities no more. Shop La Crosse, man. Shop black on. Old Heads episode 91. We appreciate y'all rocking with us as always. I'm your co-host Omar, aka O'Milly, aka Mr. Rello, aka that dude. I know I messed it up. It is what it is. But man, we appreciate y'all rocking with us. Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Juneteenth is gonna be coming up, man. We're gonna be back in the park, so live episode there. Y'all check us out. Hopefully we don't get rained out like last year. But yeah, it was super trash. But check us out, man. I'm gonna let these brothers do their outros. Next week, same time, man, 6:15, we'll be back in the basement, man. Old Heads.
I ain't never had no outro before, so I'm gonna make it up as I go. I'm just salty that this nigga just started trying to break down straight logic about fucking Justin at the end, though. Bro, like, fuck that.
That's a hell of an outro.
That's all I get intro. Yeah, I'll do the intro.
Man.
Oh shit, man. Bills, man. Old head from the basement, man. Get with it.
Man, Hendo, aka French Slope, aka Mr. Honeypack himself, man.
Yes, sir.
Play that music, man.
He said, I love it when they come with fun and look.
That's it, that's it. No, head, no, but I'm telling you the truth. He got this info, you know what we here for, the Old Heads podcast. Yo,
Said call the race.
Mike. Yo, what's going on, honey? Just y'all being wanted. The Old Heads podcast. Yo.